best thing I am legitimately doing is Salicinder and Soot and Grinning Ignis.
Ooh.
Because with Salicinder, I can just keep making Rite of Flames, and Grinning Ignis can just bounce itself for the cost of half a Rite of Flame.
Sniper, the reason to try new formats is the reason to try any new format is it's because you can learn new things and might find something that you enjoy while doing it. I have so many sealed packs and nobody to draft them with. I would love
Well,
to
yeah.
change that sometime, but it's a matter of finding people to do
I
it with.
I enjoy I got the Like Clockwork achievement.
Good.
Truly telling of how things are going for me. No, you may not use my fucking microphone, Twitch.
Let's hit the share
Right.
chat. There we go. Share chat enabled. Perfect.
Woot. Blood new things. New things are very nice.
Except when they're not.
Yeah, it's
They're nice except when they're not.
mm-hmm. I do not know why things are like this. This is, however, an amazing change. And even
Uh-huh.
without, like, fully having built out a meme list for this, I do just intend on building, like, Rostro and Salicinder, because
Okay.
I will never get the chance to otherwise.
Sure.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, sure,
hello.
chat.
Shared
A
chat.
thing that we have access to. Yes, you can close that now. I don't need that. It's very fancy. I should do
It
the
is very
thing that
fancy.
I normally do, i.e., my darn job.
Yeah, sometimes we do actually successfully do what we're like intending to do. I can't account for it. It just happens sometimes.
No, it does just happen. Alright, hang on. Oh, you know what? That's a fair enough title, actually.
That
I'm
is
going
that
to remember to
is what
do.
we normally are doing here. Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to remember what I normally do for these things and do that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I do have a thing I do. After that one, please. Thank you very much. Okay. You know, that thing that I do for
Yeah.
your chat exclusively.
I mean, I've never actually heard you advertise your server on your stream either. So
I don't do it because there's a whole two people that typically watch me,
that's
and I
fair.
know
That's
for a
fair.
fact that they are both in my server.
Fair. All right.
My server has more people than watch me stream in it as members.
Yeah.
That's the one button. Being
No, that's totally fine. I have been so one of the things that I have so okay. Uh I have been I've been having a great time with this. I sorry, I'm getting distracted, but I've been having a good time and
mm-hmm.
I'm trying to like think of 5 different things at once.
No, very fine. We're doing the same.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's because I tend to stream uh like at the time I started, which is what works for me.
Yeah.
Like my my habits here end up being I will do the thing.
Right.
Uh,
So,
the password is going to be the same as it normally is.
mhm, mhm.
Uh,
So we're so okay. We are 5 episodes into this series. Would you like to tell the audience a bit about the set we're going into?
yeah, we are headed directly into the dark. Where is my thing for the dark? I'll find it later. We are headed directly into the dark, which is one of the
Wait, hold on.
more. Hmm?
We're going into the dark?
We are going into the dark. We're running blind into the dark.
I have an LBE deck
Uh,
ready. Uh,
huh. Oh,
uh,
you know, so do I. I have one ready too.
okay.
We can pivot. I can pivot. I can work with this.
Because
So
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was
No,
just
I'm
thinking
sorry.
of,
This is on me. No, 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 no. This is on me. This is on me. This is on me. This is on me. I have one ready. I have one ready. We can go.
okay, great, great. Okay, you forgot to record, you never sent me your deck tech. Do you have one ready?
I had one. I thought I sent it to you.
Okay, I don't have it, so stream over to me. So stream in the call and just go ahead and deliver that over the, and we can go ahead and deliver that over over the streams right quick.
Sure. Yeah. Uh, so let me remember how to do that. Oh, yes, this way. Okay. That one.
Uh-huh.
So we are headed into LBE.
Hold on,
And
hold on,
why
hold
is
on. You're
this
going too fast. You're going too
hard?
fast.
Oh, I'm going too fast. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, hold on. I'm
I'm
trying. I'm
trying to.
trying.
Oh, you're. Oh, okay, okay.
I'm streaming the
I
I'm
don't.
streaming the thing so that people can actually see. Oh, that's not it.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
There we
What?
go. That'll be it.
Where did this
There it is.
go?
Now I just gotta make things the right size.
Uh-huh,
There,
very
deck deck.
important.
Go ahead. Go
Where?
ahead.
Yeah, 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 cool.
So
We are headed
LBE
into.
doing
Yeah, yeah,
Legends
yeah,
of Blue
LB.
Eyes. Right.
Yes, Legends of Blue Eyes. Very, very crucial set in the early history of this game.
Huh?
Um, I have ended up going on. Why in the world are things like this?
Because it's
Uh,
funky.
so-
So
yeah, I know some of my cards are a little broken.
one of the things that people are gonna have to keep in mind as we go into this, uh, this is the I've mentioned this before. This is Yu-Gi-Oh converted into Magic. So all of these
Yes.
cards are going to have a little bit of jank for them. We don't have all the card art loaded in yet. So there's going to be a little bit of jank as we go throughout this game. Uh
Yeah, there's also I'm also going to have to take a moment as I have realized that due to Cockatrice being itself,
huh.
I will have to futz with some sets
Sure.
because
Here,
uh
do you want me to go do mine while you futz about with your settings?
yeah, 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 that would be lovely actually.
Okay. Da, da, da.
Yeah, I
There's
will
my screen. There's mine.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Go ahead
yeah.
and let me.
Let me uh-huh. I will do this and then this and then I will use this to grab this to run this to do that. Go ahead.
Perfect. Okay. I'm on my favorite deck of this format, which is it's a brew. It's a brew that I have at least internally labeled Yami Control. Oh wait, hold on. I need to make sure I'm actually on my screen. Hold on. Sorry. Uh,
That will be important.
we're so professional at this. We're so good.
We're so professional.
That'll do.
I'm such a professional here.
Okay, so I am on a. Oh, that's not the right. display. I changed which display it was showing. Please go to the right display. Okay, I am on a
Uh-huh.
brew that I have mentally labeled. I have mentally labeled Yami Control. Um, Named for the headlining field spell Yami. Field spells are a kind of spell that each player, it's similar to world enchantments. Each player can only control one, whereas with world enchantments there can only be one on the board. Period. With these, we only get one each. Uh, Yami is very simple. Demons and wizards get +1/+1. Fairies get -1/-1. So we've built a blue black deck that cares about that is full of some of the highest rate uh, spellcasters or wizards and demons that we could get hold of. We have two ones for two. We have one ones for one. Exodia the Forbidden One, the head, is a 3/3 for three. It's real good. Filling out our top end, we have some cards like Reaper of the Cards, which is not only a solid morph card, but also with the consume, is makes is really easy to get on board for cheap. Uh, and Wall of Illusion, which is an excellent top end that makes it so they really can't deal with me. And all that time, we are able to stop them with Trap Hole. We're able to get card advantage over them with Pot of Greed, and we're just able to control them out of the game. Is the game plan of this deck? I'm excited to be playing it for y'all. All right, you ready?
I am still futzing with card art. I don't know why it's reading from the wrong set. I wish
Totally
I could tell
understandable.
you what was wrong.
Um, one of the things that you have to account for with these, there are a couple of cards that are just named things like Mountain, which gets complicated. We've had to make some careful choices here. um, but yeah, there is the rare and not impossible chance that this deck wins by making Exodia in hand. Which, if you're not familiar with Exodia, Exodia is an alt win con, where if you can get uh, all five pieces in hand, you can reveal them, and if you do, you win the game. You just have to find these five specific pieces in your deck and show them, and that's the big challenge.
Alright, I fixed my art problem.
Wonderful. The final couple things: Trap
Yeah.
Hole is a piece of removal. Reaper of the Cards, on top of being an incredible creature for us, is also removal. So we're able to double up in some very important ways here. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and toss it over to you, Miss Mori.
Indeed. Tell me when you have the screen flipped.
Yeah, go.
Alright, cool. I am on Selesnya Mori aggro.
Oh no.
This is
I hate
a
I hate this deck.
version of this deck that is looking to play lots of small creatures, lots of fast creatures, and with the sole exception of Hain being a bounce, is not looking terribly much to control anything happening. I am just building board, swinging board, taking advantage of the fact that Mori is going to pretty much only affect me. It is beasts, plants, and insects. I don't have any insects. I don't think there's any terribly great in here,
Not yet,
but I
no.
am definitely on beasts and plants. I have swords because swords, and I have Raigeki because Raigeki.
Woo!
Nothing else really fits in these colors that is going to be super helpful in a like actual general card sense, but I am definitely on all of the good things. This is trying to be fast, trying to go low, and definitely looking to win by just doing your normal things and beating face until face does not exist.
Woo!
Alright?
All right then.
Very excited to see how this works.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure it will
And
be great.
immediate punishment,
Oh no.
uh, as I have too much white for my very green hand.
I have drawn a singular land, so we're both going to be mulliganing here. Oh, that's
Cool.
no land. Please, can I get land? You know what? 2 land will keep a 5.
Uh, 2 land is pretty keepable on a 6, especially given what I can see in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I do not remember what the
We're
that's
gonna
just a control
put
B.
we're gonna put
Uh,
those on the bottom.
oh,
I
that
think this is a
was
very keepable
life,
hand.
not die roll. Okay. I have a 4 on die, so
I have an 18. I guess I will go
alright,
first.
over to you. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep. Of course, no draw. Main phase 1, I'm going to play a swamp. I'm going to tap it to play a right leg of the Forbidden One.
Alright.
What the heck? Why is it playing a sound now?
Can wait. Wait, you turned sounds not on. Yes, Dr. Trees has sounds. Dr. Trees has had sounds for so long. I
What?
turned them on for myself, but not for anyone else. So I've been listening to the sounds this whole time. I like the sounds.
Oh. Okay, so I'm hearing the sounds. Am I hearing the sounds through you then? Is that what's happening here?
Oh, you might be hearing the sounds through my stream. Let me turn off my stream.
Oh yeah, that would probably be okay. Yeah, that would probably be helpful. Yeah, okay. I was exclusively hearing them through your stream. Cool.
Great.
I'm gonna I'm gonna
On
pass
tab
turn.
upkeep, draw. This is going to be forest and pass. Uh, Not shocking, not too many great options on one for me here, especially if I want
Oh
to
no.
be super synergetic in the list. I think like most of the one drop creatures are in blue and black.
Yeah, so one of the things that was weird even about making these sets is how naturally unbalanced they are. I'm gonna play an island, by the way, and then I'm going to pay
Sounds good.
2, and I'm gonna foretell a card.
Sounds good.
What so
Not
go ahead.
too much that could be. Um,
And then I'm gonna hit you for
it
1.
is sounds reasonable.
Go ahead.
Okay. Untap, upkeep,
You had a
and
question.
draw. I did not have a question. I
Okay.
was going to ramble, but I am done. Mori and pass.
Cool. Oop, that was the wrong button.
You've
Okay.
passed it to me again.
No? It's my turn on my screen.
Oh, okay, good.
Cool. My 3 on a
Hmm.
play Exodia the Forbidden One.
Yeah,
Then I'm gonna hit you for 1 and pass.
sounds good.
All is going
Untap,
extremely
upkeep,
well.
and draw. It's going to be plain for turn.
We've messed around with a bit beyond this format too,
Hmm.
previously. This deck
We're
is
gonna say dirt.
fine now. It becomes horrifying. It
Yes.
becomes
We're gonna say
a
dark
menace
world thorns and go.
beyond what I ever
Yes.
could have anticipated.
Mori is aggressively good for quite some time. Uh, in this basic era, it's not really doing much,
It
but
doesn't
like,
need to.
no, A, it doesn't terribly need to, but B, like, even without, you know, fair? Okay. Even without, like, having all of the good aggro pieces that I will later get,
Mhm.
I'm going to play 3 and morph a card.
Okay.
I will just make the token.
Yeah. But
Go ahead.
this is one of those weird formats, kind of like with Alpha, that is weirdly dominated by these like effectless creatures.
Yes.
that don't really do
I
anything.
mean, even in alpha, there is still some wow, okay. There are still some like effect text creatures that are
Yeah,
doing things. It's just how much is it doing? What is the only good foretell in this?
I think there's actually two or three, unfortunately. I think there might actually
Yeah, I
be
know.
two or three.
We are going to commit Dark World Thorns 2 to stack.
Uh, I am going to respond. I'm going to pay one, and I'm going to trap hole.
Good. I am going to uh flip Hane and bounce Exodia in response.
Sure. So one of the things, so one of the things is we have this. I created this entire new
Sure.
uh thing. Like trap is a text in Magic, right?
Yes.
Um, but I sort of had to make it also a text in a separate thing in this, just because traps are such an important part of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Hmm.
Play the Exodia, pass.
Sure. I enjoy this version of this where definitively it does not have the right text for me. Hitosume Giant.
Oh yeah, that's a 4/4, isn't it?
Yep.
It is now at least.
Uh, here's the most fun knock-on effect of how this works.
Uh huh.
Uh, Magic's rules, and specifically Magic's type system, does not have a like play nice
No.
asterisk function as much as it does like you just sort of do it by vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It is over to you.
Oh yes.
Like
Okay.
we could have definitely said that Beast Warrior was all one thing, a la
Mm-hmm.
Time Lord for who?
Yeah. Metabat.
Sure. One of the only bats I've ever seen that does not fly.
That's because this set is occasionally a little too faithful.
Yep. Frenzied Panda. This whole thing is very faithful.
Because
Uh,
I went for
go
faithful while you went
ahead.
for if effective. I think right.
Well, I'm also in the era where I can't, or I have to, like, be definitive about do I want this to work as intended, or do I want this to work as it says?
Well, I think you can do that a lot. Like, oh my dear, just putting it on the wrong screen.
Uh-huh.
I think you can. It's one of those things where like figuring out how to make it do what it says within Magic's rules, or what it says on the Yu-Gi-Oh tin within Magic's rules is part of the challenge for me. Um,
Yes, that is definitely part of the challenge,
pass.
but I'm not. I'm more saying like within the challenge, I'm doing something aggressively stupid. I'm gonna cast Swords.
Okay,
I'm going to drop a Maneater,
okay, that's a 3/3.
and I am going to swing for 8.
I'm gonna block Dark World Thorns and take 4.
Sounds
Eh.
good. Go ahead.
Figuring out how to make it work without twisting anything, without like actually changing what the text of any of the text said was is part of the challenge. So I've tried to avoid that as much as physically possible.
Mhm. This is Counter Off Sorts.
Hmm.
This is Frenzied 2,
Yeah.
and I will swing for 11.
Um, I'm going to throw Exodia and a right leg under this Hitatsumi.
Mm-hmm.
Um, actually, no. Da, da, da.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just block the Maneater and take 8.
Sure. Over to you.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Here's
I
here's a question that I know is
Go ahead.
here's a question that I know is still like in its relevancy
Sure.
at the moment. Uh, Sag. This is Mania 2 for me,
Sure.
and another counter off this. Uh, does the I'm not gonna stack them like that. I'm stacking like that. This is going to be 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna block like all three of that with various arms and right side bits.
Yeah, fair enough. Uh, have you hit a point in interpretation that you are interested in fair? That you were interested in doing like a
Concede.
rework. Fair enough. My last card in hand was Amori.
Oh yeah, okay. Bro, go ahead and finish your sentence though.
Are you interested in doing a like adjustment on the back end where, I mean, however long it takes, we just go through and add in a final keyword to make it so flips actually work how they are supposed to work, air quotes.
Uh, what do you mean by that? Out of curiosity.
So, how we have it and how we just sort of demonstrated how it works is that flips are something that you pay to flip up, which
Yeah.
Magic Rules how it works,
Mm-hmm.
but don't get their effect when they are blocking,
Mm-hmm.
which is Magic Rules correct, but Yu-Gi-Oh rules incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
And have you hit a point where some of these flip effects being what they are makes you want to go back and add that in mechanically?
So basically, you're asking whether I am wanting to start to go through. So because to explain what the kind of the question is. Yu-Gi-Oh's flip cards work differently than Magic's in that they trigger on destruction or the destruction and the like, in addition to just when they're flipped up. Because one of the things Yu-Gi-Oh does is as part of the attack, like it doesn't have. There's no attacker defense value on the back of the card. You can't have a face down card that has stats. That's not how Yu-Gi-Oh works. So you have to turn it face up during combat in order to figure out what its stats are. Um, and at that time in combat, for example, to find out what its stats are. And for Yu-Gi-Oh, that means that at that point all their effects trigger. And that is not the case for Magic, and so it's not been the case for the Yu-Gi-Oh Magic stuff that I've done thus far. You're asking what you're asking if I at this point am interested in trying to correct that discrepancy effectively.
Yes.
I think I'm going to say no.
Really?
Yeah,
Tell me more.
there's a couple things about that. Um, the first is that quite simply, um, I uh, this is gonna sound a little rude. Don't care.
Hmm.
Um, yes, it's different, but part of the joy of the experiment to me is in the discrepancy.
Hmm.
These things are fundamentally different, um, and the fact that and how they are different informs the way the same effects play out across the different games, right?
Hmm.
Um, and so that is what, uh, and so the fact that that is the case, um, is what I am is part of the design intent. So
Mm.
I'm not going to I'm not interested in changing away from this is how it works and this is how it works in that. Oh, but technically, that's not how it works anymore, or that the fact that that works that way is different. I don't care.
Hmm.
Um, it works differently, and that's part of the point. Um, so no, I'm not particularly interested in removing that aspect. It's the same way I've not been afraid to add mana costs to various abilities. It's
Hmm.
simply a thing Magic does, and the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't do it doesn't mean that I necessarily should shy away from uh, doing so.
True.
So, ironically, uh, it is still it, it is actually genuinely true that I did not send Mari my deck tech for
Neither did I. To
neither.
be clear, I was expecting what we just did to be the stream.
Well, that's not quite true either, but
No, okay. I was expecting the thing we had originally planned to be the stream.
our plans went sideways.
They did.
Uh, and it's nobody's fault, but they
Nope.
went sideways, and so we had to go with some different things.
So
Um,
we pivoted.
so we pivoted. Um,
Well,
so
eventually this is going to swap when because I told it to swap. So
good, good.
hopefully it'll swap.
That's what it's supposed to do.
It is, yes. Let me rehook this window back to Discord so that we can do deck text actually.
Yeah.
Going
And I gotta figure
to
out why this decided to be so ginormous. Like, what the heck?
that.
The heck?
Nope, not that one, not that one, not that one. Bad.
Oh, I could hear
That
me
one.
on your screen. I didn't like that.
Well, I have great news.
Wonderful.
I've fixed it. Okay.
Buh, buh.
So now I'm streaming my screen so I can do my deck tech. And the
Yup.
screen is hooked to Discord so that when you do yours, I can do that.
Whoa.
I know, it's surprising. I'm really excited to edit this fucking 4-hour video down, probably gonna be three, into like something I can actually use.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Why
because
wouldn't you be
I'm
excited about this?
yeah,
Theoretically, this is going to be coming out on YouTube at some point. Ooh.
yeah. I have to figure
Okay.
out how to get your side of these so that I can edit them together.
I have put you set you up on my screen. Go ahead.
Okay, sure. So uh this is Demir Red, stealing a name shamelessly from Canlander and other places where it is used. The core of this deck is a Demir control list looking to eventually hit Power Artifact and Basalt Monolith. And around it, we have general control pieces, pieces to punish whatever I think the plan is going to be, and then, more importantly, like actual counterspells now. I have
Woo!
Power Sync back. I have Force Spike.
Horrifying.
I'm so happy for Force Spike. I have Counterspell. I'm happy. We have Dark Rit because Dark Rit is good. We have Howl as another way to sink mana out of Basalt Monolith. In my control suite, we have my board control. We have Psychic Venom. We have Phantasmal Terrain. We have Artifact Possession. You'll notice that I am not on as many of some things as I could be. Specifically, I am probably slightly low on mountains, given what I want to be doing, but in replace of one of those mountains, I am now running Tabernacle, a card I pulled but did not use last week because I wanted to build creatures. I don't currently care about my creatures, I'm playing Tabernacle. In addition to this, I'm still on my 2 strip, I'm still on my 2 library, still on my 2 mistress factory, double sinkhole for in case my strips don't do it. Mana Clash is funny, and I'm very interested to see what it does in this game. I will likely never play it again. Double Fireball is my actual out for all the infinite mana I make. Inside, I have Cursed Rack, not the Rack. I have, because Rack is in my main, I have red mana battery. I have 2 Merfolk of Bolt Trident in case I need some early defense. The additional 2 artifact possession missing in my main. The 3rd power artifact, a psychic allergy, because I think it's funny and I'm not going to pay its upkeep cost. A steel artifact for a problematic artifact, then blue blast, boomerangs, and unsummons, and a Mazavith in my side in case I get 2 creature punished.
All right, my turn.
Give me a moment.
You're
But
on
yes,
Tabernacle. Horrifying.
I am on Tabernacle. Once you have your stream up,
Done.
I will join it, make it full screen, and then I will swap.
All right. Mine is going to be much shorter than that. You know how we've been on mono black for a couple sets now? We've been on black for a couple sets now, and it's worked real well. Well, we're still on black. Okay, everything we've been doing is still here, just about, with a couple of minor additions. We are now on. We have added in some red to our mono black deck for primary two primary reasons, both of which feature primarily the word lightning. We are on Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt, as well as to Disintegrate as mana outlets. Uh, for the same purposes, Mori, just make a big damage ball that hits your opponent. One of the things it also allows us to do, though, is it allows us to run Shatter and Artifact Blast in our side. Um, Having these in addition to new tech like Ashes to Ashes and Marsh Gas should give us a lot more flexibility against various kinds of dense boards that might start to build up. Um, and of course, we're still on all the classics. We've got Winter Orb, we've got Evil Presence, we've got Sinkhole, We've got ways to deal with our opponent's stuff. We're on Maze of Ith to prevent our opponents from doing too many stupid things with their cards. And that's the deck. Otherwise, beyond all that, it's the exact same stuff that we've been beating face with for the past 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to playing it. You ready for your deck?
I am I am very curious here because I explicitly did not mainboard Maze, partially because of Tabernacle, but also because I didn't want Maze taking up a land slot for the fact that I have 6 very good non-basic lands.
Um, for me, it was most I didn't really treat it as a land. It's in there. It
Mm.
is a land, but I didn't really treat it as a land. Um, it is
That's
instead
the
just an anti-creature piece that could be swapped
I
for anything.
ha yeah, I have to treat mine as lands because partially they are just like part of my mana base at this point. I have enough
Yeah,
things that require it, but also like even if they aren't, I can't just think of them in that same way because what I'm doing is so much more intensive on my resources.
that's totally fair. Uh, for me, the other three non-basics I'm running just also produce mana, and there are only a handful of cards in my deck that I can't spend that mana for. Um, so if I see 3 or 4 lands over the course of the game, the odds that I won't have like primarily black, a bit of red, and maybe one colorless, that's totally fine by my deck.
Mhm.
But I'm ready to start, so let us get
Very much the
into
same.
it. Woo!
Woohoo.
Gotta make sure I actually cut to the right screen this time. Now, these should be
That would
much
be
more
important.
functional than the Yugi Magic decks we were just playing.
Oh, definitely.
Oh,
Well,
that's an interesting 7.
I had an interesting 7 that I didn't want it to keep.
Mhm.
Too much of a gamble there.
Are you going
Uh,
first because you lost last time, or are we rolling for it?
we're rolling for it as normal.
I never remember straight.
That's
I got a 19.
I have an 18, so on you.
Okay. I'm absolutely going first.
Reasonable. I am going to uh bottom 2 and ship it over to you.
Okay. That is unfortunate when you're trying. I hate to see that for you when you're trying to keep up with aggro. Um,
Yeah,
I'm gonna start with a mountain pass.
sure. Swamp Darkrit. Then I will sink you off your mountain.
Rude, but actually, hold on. In response, actually,
Hmm.
no, never mind. That's not how that card works.
That is not how Chain Lightning works, no.
Shut up. You don't know what I have. Draw for
I
turn.
know you explicitly have Chain Lightning. If it had been Bolt, you would have just done it.
Pass. They're two very similar cards that function in very different ways,
Very, very different ways.
but similar enough ways that you could absolutely confuse one for the other. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Hmm.
Swamp. Graders. Pass.
Sure.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I like to see it.
Um, Round Pass.
Round. Okay,
Yes.
sure. It's a 1/1 with regenerate.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Swamp for turn.
Uh-huh.
Combat.
Yep.
Attack with the Graders.
No.
That doesn't tap for that, Dory. Oh, it does when it
It taps for
regenerates, yes.
Regenerate.
Okay. Main 2. Pay 3, I'm gonna cast a Dragon Engine and a free
Uh-huh.
Ornithopter as well.
Okay. Perfect. Artifact possession targeting Dragon Engine.
Whenever it becomes tapped, I take 2. Alright.
No, whenever it becomes taps or activates.
Yes. Which is not really important unless I'm also planning on tapping it.
I mean, you mean unless you're planning on attacking with it?
Yeah. Same thing for these purposes. Um, attack with my air graders.
Block and regenerate?
Pass turn.
Cool. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Combat.
Uh-huh.
Attack with my air graders.
No.
Okay, main 2.
Uh-huh.
Air graders.
I'll force you to pay for it.
Yeah, okay, I'll pay that extra 1. Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Psychic Venom, target one of your lands.
Okay. So whenever I tap it, it's going to take. I'm going to deal me 2 damage, or rather,
Yep.
the psychic venom is, but it
The
doesn't
Venom will
make
do you
too
too.
much of a difference here.
Yes, go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw. We have nonetheless managed to get some advantage out ahead of you, and we're able to start crunching in. I'm gonna swing at you for 4.
Two blocked one.
Yup. Main 2. Swamp. Pass.
Mhm. Well, that's not. It is helpful, but not the most. Go ahead.
Our hand is very interesting here, and I can only imagine that yours is as well.
Strong word, but yes.
Combat first. We're gonna do
Yep.
this properly, attacking before we do any weird things.
Block one, take two.
Main 2.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pay 3 and I'm gonna play a Cabal Ghoul.
Sure.
Responses.
Nothing.
Great.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Not
Ground.
helpful.
That's
Go
such a
ahead.
card. That's such a choice.
It is.
Untap,
It's a
upkeep,
very good
draw.
choice.
I don't know that I would go as far as to say good, but it's a very choice.
Very choice. Such a strong descriptor there for me.
It is. The fact that it is so cheap to regenerate it gives it a power just of itself there.
Yep.
Um, Combat.
Uh-huh.
Attack with 2 air graders and the Cabal Ghoul.
Block, ghoul, regenerate. Take
Okay?
four.
Ghoul dies. Main 2. I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to pay 1 to raise dead.
Sure.
Cabal Ghoul to hand.
Mm-hmm.
Pay 3. Cabal Ghoul.
Sure.
End step. Trigger.
Uh-huh. Uh, yeah.
All right. It gets plus. It gets +1/+1 and a counter.
Uh, Drowned the second. Go.
Round of the second lands. Untap, upkeep, draw. Maze of If for turn.
Uh-huh.
Here, I'm going to rearrange my board a little bit here. Swing in for 6 with my guys.
Take 2 to 10.
Okay. With the 2 drowned blocking 2 different guys.
Yes.
Okay. main phase 2, end step path.
Sure. I'll
It's
take that.
unfortunate that
Tabernacle.
regenerate doesn't count as die.
It does not. Sega.
Ooh. Tabernacle is fascinating in this board state. Uh,
Yes.
untap, upkeep, draw. Well, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
before I draw, upkeep. I am going to pay 3, one each for Erg Raiders, the 2 Erg Raiders, and my Cabal Ghoul, my Ornithopter, and Dragon Engine are both going to die.
Sure.
Artifact possession goes to Yard.
Yep.
Um, combat.
Uh-huh. Actually,
Actually,
hmm. I know why
is
it
this
says other and then it got errated. I thought the total should technically be one smaller, I think.
no? It just says put a +1/+1 counter onto this creature for each creature that died this turn. If you go
Yeah, I
over to
know.
the text as in the
It's not the
description.
like the rules text that it says. It's actually the it's not its oracle, it's the ruling that I need because
Well, the
this is one of
oracle's
those
pretty clear.
uh it's it's the interaction that I needed before it because I needed it includes things put into graveyards before it enters. Because I needed
Uh,
to make sure it didn't need to see them die.
per
So it needed
scry
to see
per
the
per
ghoul die.
scryfall, uh,
Yes, I just checked.
the effect counts all creatures put into all graveyards from the battlefield during this turn. It concludes creature tokens as well as creatures put in before the ghoul entered.
Yes, that is what I had to check.
Yep.
Because if it wasn't before it entered, then that should be a 1/1 still.
Yeah. Unfortunately, one of the pros and cons of this age of card design is that the text is very simple. You know?
Yeah, pro here. It reads really neatly. Colin,
Hmm.
it says each other creature, and it had died. It
Oh
was the
yeah,
thing that died.
Cabal Ghoul, the old text does not account for the idea
That it
that
would die.
it would die, but also you have to keep in mind, and I can't account for rules just functioning differently then. Each the Cabal Ghoul that existed at end of turn is a is still a different creature from the one that died technically. So it would be another creature
Technically.
that had died.
Yes.
It's
Ugh.
just funky
Rules.
because magic rules.
Yep.
Speaking of, I'm swinging 6 at your face.
Uh-huh. I am taking two.
Where are you blocking here?
That and that.
Cool. Uh, main 2, end step, trigger.
Sure.
I get 2+1/+1 counters and two. Yeah, I get two
And
plus one
it's a
plus one
4/4.
counters, making it a 4/4.
Mm-hmm. That it?
That's turn.
Whoops.
It is a little unfortunate. You putting me off that one red has been
It really
made a couple of
has. This
things
is a
very interesting in my hand.
uh go.
Actually, before you draw even, you have your own tabernacle triggers. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Untap, upkeep. I am going to continue to pay for these 3 creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Draw. Combat.
Uh-huh.
Swing for 8.
It's gonna be just two.
Mm-hmm. Uh, second main, I'm going to play an
Mm-hmm.
Ornithopter.
Mm-hmm.
Pass turn. I have
Untap,
so
upkeep, draw.
This
So
tabernacle has had a
these
very
two,
interesting effect on this game so far. I was not expecting this
it
to work this way.
has
Maybe I should be
vampire
playing
pets.
tabernacle. Maybe I should be playing
So
tabernacle actually.
that'd be fair.
It hadn't occurred to me that tabernacle in play would mean I would get to for free kill as many of my creatures as I would like all the time. Speaking of which, I'm going to
Yes.
kill this ornithopter to the upkeep trigger,
Uh-huh.
and the other three will survive. Combat.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna take 0 damage here.
Oh wait, hold on. I forgot to draw. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, I'm
Yep,
taking 0.
cool. Main two. Path.
Uh-huh. Concede.
Concede.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I kind of figured you had at least 2 turns left in you.
Nope.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, I also
Full
forgot to put a
strip.
counter on the kobold ghoul.
Yeah, the duel is to a point where I'm obligated to block it, and 3 turns is not enough for me to get anywhere close to its death.
All right. Well, that was an interesting game one.
Yeah.
How do I want to board for your control strategy? How do I want to board for your control strategy?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I think we're going to consider unlock my sideboard first, of course. We'll
Yes,
cut
that would be
these
important.
two, and I'm going to drop these two in. In the case that that interaction comes up, we can just not like be stupid about it. Mono black
Mm-hmm.
is very. This mono black deck has been very strong.
Yes.
Erg Raiders being a 2/3 for 2 is such a devastatingly powerful threat in this limited format.
It really is.
I know I made an argument like sometime back about Erg Raiders being the strongest card in the format, and that was of course a joke just cuz like what are you talking about? But it sometimes feels like the strongest card in the format.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, that's a keepable
Wow.
hand.
I've gotten... This is my third unkeepable.
Mori, what is going on with your deck construction, lady?
I don't know. It has literally been fine up until this.
I hear that. I hear that.
Trip mine go.
Oh boy. Untap, upkeep, draw. Strip mine, go.
Uh-huh. Untap, upkeep, draw.
What a horrible start to strip mine into strip mine. What are we doing?
Island.
Hmm.
Go.
Uh, uh, I think I have to strip your island.
Hmm.
I I don't think I have a choice there. I would really kind of like to not have to, but I have to. Mountain, go.
Strip your mountain.
In response, bolt your face.
Sure. Library Soul Ring, go.
Well, that's something.
It is not.
It's a lot of colorless mana, but it's the start of something. Uh-oh. Swamp, go.
Untap, upkeep, draw, go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Ornithopter, pass.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Swamp and go.
No, you found a second land first.
It's
Okay, I did find a second
not
land,
helpful.
swamp.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to pay 2 and I'm going to demonic tutor.
Okay.
And we're going to take that card and pass turn.
Uh-huh. Untap, upkeep, draw, go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Library.
Uh-huh.
Pay 3 Hypnotic Spectre. Pass.
Sure.
You do have
Go.
a swamp. You could have removal, but you'd have done it by now. So I feel like I'm in the clear, probably.
I couldn't have removal because all the removal targets non-black things.
Paralyzed doesn't.
Paralyze. I have openly said I have no paralyze
Oh
repeatedly.
yeah, you did say that. Um, Ashes to Ashes doesn't.
Ashes to Ashes doesn't, but I didn't pull Ashes to Ashes.
I'm sorry. The I feel like the mono black. You would think that the mono black removal would be half of what made this work, and it's not.
It's not.
I'm going to attack you for 2.
Yep.
Please discard a card at random.
Sure. Phantasmal Train.
Yeah, you got it.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Hypnotic
Straight
Spectre
line,
is.
hit your library.
Yeah, that happens. Hypnotic is one of
Go.
those that you would that like if I had
I'm
drawn
gonna
more of it
be
would be such a bigger player.
I'm gonna be really clear here. I don't have a way to win.
Uh, I that's I mean right now I'm just hitting you with the Hypnotic Spectre until you die, hopefully.
Drowned.
Uh, but that is quickly going to change. I'm going to air graders pass.
Uh-huh. Untap, upkeep, draw. You know.
Oh dear.
This is a mull to 4. I was not expecting to win this.
No, mountain for turn. Swing for 4.
Uh-huh, that's gonna be 9. And that's gonna
Put 2 more
be
air graders into play.
Merfolk Pearl.
Yep, pass.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm gonna concede.
Okay. So tell me a bit about how you ended up on this deck as we
I
go to
don't have anything better to do,
game
to
3 for
be
fun.
very clear. Oh, sure.
Sure. Let's see if we can get you a
Like,
salty run back.
d- I don't have anything better to be doing. I'll keep this hand. Fuck it.
Oh, come now. Surely you have something you could
It
be doing.
has
You can go first if you like, by the way. I don't know which of us went first last time. I feel like it might have actually been me.
I don't.
I
It
think we
doesn't
might have.
matter. Go. I
Fun
don't
tap at the
think
draw.
I have much that is worth doing for quite a while because I don't have anything like. Uh huh.
Dark Ritual for Cabalgul?
Yep. Bounce it.
Yeah, that happens. Go
I
ahead.
don't have anything like going anywhere unless I'm either like trying to like all in a color, in which case I'm consistent because I'm just the color,
Sure.
or if I'm like just throwing caution to the wind and seeing what I can throw together.
Well, I'm curious, for example, uh, you ended up on blue, black, red here.
Uh-huh.
Why go with the black?
Uh, all right. It is because black is where my best defensive creatures are,
Mhm.
and is also the best color for controlling your lands and having a secondary out with infinite mana.
Uh-huh. But you're already in red, which has effects like Stone Rain. I'm Demonic Tutoring.
I have a stone ring.
I didn't think that was the only Stone
It
Rain
is
effect
the
in red.
it is not. It is the only one I have.
Hmm.
I thought genuinely about going harder into just red. However, that does not give me creatures that are playable in this format.
Uh-huh.
Solid example. My best one-drop creature is Goblins of the Flarg,
Uh-huh.
and that's not a one-drop creature. Like, that's
True.
not a respectable play in this world, especially knowing that you are on mono black, even with a splash of any color.
Uh,
I could try going back to Gruul, but Gruul doesn't have anything to be doing aside from just general big creature.
hey, big creature can win a game.
Counter.
Yeah, happens. Uh, Ornithopter. Fast.
Sure.
I feel like big creature can just be the goal of itself.
Strip your red. It's not. As has been proven in prior games, it is not.
I mean, that alpha set you were dominating me with it. I think you were
Yes,
even
but
dominating me with it set after that.
I was dominating you after that because of Curdape and just Curdape.
Curdape is a very good magic card. No shame in building a deck around a Curdape.
Boomerang.
That's so rude.
Get it off.
I'm a raise dead my hypnotic specter.
Sure. Like, in this, I am trying to marry the best parts of what I have together,
Uh huh.
because it is either my best top end is Rock Egg
Uh huh.
and
Though,
and my one Phantasmal Force.
though, as we've seen, something like Ruckegg with something like Tabernacle is could
It can,
be a thing.
and with that, I'm thinking about it, but that is still a turn 5 play at the earliest.
Well, presuming no ramp, yeah. Which, if you're doing Gruul, that's your best place to do ramp,
It is, but all my ramp is creature ramp.
except for Wild Growth.
Sure, the wild growth that I'm allowed to have.
Did I ban that card? I totally
No,
forgot.
you've no. Wild Growth is still legal. You've just
Thank
repeatedly
goodness.
denied me it. Go.
Honestly, the amount of the frequency with which I've managed to hit off of a singular strip mine and a singular sinkhole has been kind of impressive.
It really is.
Because outside of that and like evil presence, I'm really not running all that much removal.
Unsummon.
Yeah, it happens. If nothing else, you're succeeding in being really annoying. Go ahead.
I'm succeeding in being the control deck.
There's a
Go.
non-zero deck you the chance you still manage to turn this around somehow. You're still at 20. There's plenty of time left in this duel.
That is my hand currently.
Don't
I ain't
show it
doing
to me.
fuck shit.
Hit you for 2 with the Spectre.
Sure, it's a dark rit.
Sure. I'm pay 3 to make a Cabal Ghoul. Go
Uh-huh.
ahead.
Venom a land.
Da da da. Alright, that happens. My swamp is venomed.
Uh-huh.
Swing in for 3.
Yep.
Main 2. Air Graders. It's our favorite card.
Uh-huh.
Best turn. Yo!
Uh-huh.
Okay, that would be really good if you it wasn't on Hypnotic Spectre, wouldn't it?
It'd be really good if I wasn't on a Molifor again.
5.
Sure.
I think the biggest advantage, honestly, I do think the biggest advantage I've had with this deck is the biggest two advantages I've had with this deck is A, um, consistency of mana base, and B, creature curve.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And, like, if I wanted to just go to that, I could at this point. Like, I just have,
I think
like,
starting there is a really
green perfect
reasonable
curve.
place for a deck in this
I just
format.
have green perfect curve. Like, at this point, I think that's just what I should be playing.
Look, that's a totally respectable deck to be playing.
It
I would
really isn't.
rock green I've considered moving into some amount of green creature curve just because the green creature curve is such a good curve. In no other in no other color are you gonna be scrib spritesing on one into like uh I don't know uh Emerald Dragonfly
Yes.
on two. Like
All those Scroob sprites I pulled.
uh like Whirling Dervish. I don't know if you pulled any of that as another one that's in a green.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and do. You have a wheel to spin.
I do. And then we are going into. That's wrong one for me to track. Ice Age? No, not Ice Age.
Uh, Heck, I
We
could
are
have
going
told you
into
before.
Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdoms. Oh boy. All right. Talk to me about Fallen Empires.
Kingdom.
No, Empires.
Empires.
Fallen
well,
Kingdom
I
is not a
was.
set, it's the name of a Minecraft parody song.
Alright, fair enough. I don't terribly know anything about this set, honestly.
Well, let's take a look right quick, shall we?
Sure.
Because I'm not particularly familiar with this one either. I was kind of hoping you knew something.
Uh,
A number of
uh, oh, we're getting thralls.
Oh, this is hard to judge because this is the set. I did not realize this. This is one of those sets that where they just started doing tons of art for
Things.
every card.
Yeah, there's just things.
So like this is
Like, we're getting.
theoretically 187 cards in the set.
Uh-huh.
There's not that many
Yeah, it's
different cards in the set.
102.
Yeah.
Uh,
There's a
huh.
ton of low mana value white creatures though. I've been
Yeah,
being
white's
tempted
looking better.
I've been being tempted by white for quite a while. On a different note, High Tide is also in this set.
We are getting Tide, which I would love Tide. It is one of my favorite old decks.
Oh yeah.
We're also getting him to Turok.
Uh-huh. Him to Turok. Vodalian Mage is one that is that may could fly under the radar, but is a repeatable force spike,
Mm-hmm.
which is really good, actually.
Yeah,
It
this is also the first set where we're getting the actual tap symbol.
true. Actually, no, it's still the T turns sideways. But that's
Yes, but
better
this
than
is
what
like
it
the
was
actual
we're
time we're
doing.
getting the symbol.
Yeah, yeah.
And also now artifacts are no longer mono or continuous.
True. This is one of the sets where they really started codifying things, then I suppose.
Mm-hmm. We're getting Homerids,
Hmm.
Homerid, Camerid.
Huh? Ooh, thralls are interesting.
They are. This is yet another set where you're getting a lot of interesting tools for black. We're also getting Order of the Ebon Hand and Order of Lightbur, aka the strict upgrades to White and Black Knight.
True. True. And those are very good cards.
They are. We're getting a random Mountain Walk Merfolk for fun.
Nice. Dwarf
We're
Primal.
getting, yeah, we're getting new draw power in the form of Ring of Renewal.
Ooh, is that that's a colorless draw spell?
It's an artifact. It is. Technically, it has a cost, but it
Oh.
doesn't actually, because if you are empty-handed, it is just a flat draw to.
No, it says 5 and tap.
Yeah, but that how we
5.
have gotten to 5+ mana multiple times.
No, that's absolutely true. We also have but we have storage lands for
We
black,
do.
red, white, for all 5 colors, as well as these. I don't know what these are actually called. Um, that they come into play tapped, and you can tap it for regular, or you can tap and sack it to get 2 of the color.
Yes. We also have a Rainbow Veil.
Yeah, but nobody's playing Rainbow Veil, surely, right?
I mean, whoever knows.
If you're desperate enough for colors that you're running Rainbow Veil, I think it's time to reconsider your mana base. Reconsider your how many colors you're in, frankly.
I should already be in less colors. The problem is, I just don't have things to do in less
It
colors.
wasn't necessarily meant to be a call out.
I should be in at most 2, realistically 1. I don't have nothing to do.
No, I think it was actually a huge gamble on my part to be mono black that one week. Um, No, the storage lands, yes, are definitely a thing, but there's this other kind of land in here, like Dwarven Ruins and Ebon's Stronghold, that are not that.
Storage lands are lands that store mana in them and then release them with counters.
Oh, that's a true. Here, let
In
me
this
pull up.
case, it's not the paid storage lands. These are
Mhm.
ones that stay tapped, and then you can untap them to get the mana from the storage counters.
Yeah, this is the worst variation of storage lands we would receive. So, Bottomless Vault, for example, is the black one. It enters tapped. You may choose not to untap it during your untap step. At the beginning of your upkeep, if it's tapped, you put a storage counter on it. And then you may tap it and remove any number of storage counters from it to add a black for each storage counter removed this way. This variation of these lands is pretty awful.
It's bad.
If you are running these lands, you have a very specific purpose in mind for them. They just don't work otherwise. They're too bad. Um, you just can't really deal with them. There's also a bunch of, I think there's a bunch of very interesting cards in here. We
Oh,
have
there definitely
ballads,
are. Yep.
which if you were looking at like green or like green, you could do. I think you could do something really interesting with like a green or green X control deck, and start leaning into things like Thallid and Night Soil uh,
Yes.
to like control the field.
Yes.
Um,
I think I do also have technically one of the best scaling options in a green, in that I have Cyclone Fungusaur.
mm-hmm.
I
Want
just
to read Cyclone Fungusaur for us?
Cyclone. It is an enchantment that you put a chip on during each upkeep, then you pay green for each chip on
Mm-hmm.
it, or sacrifice it. And if you don't sacrifice it, it deals 1 damage per chip to each player and creature.
And yes, you did hear that correctly. This was before Magic invented the word counter,
Counter.
because this is an alpha card. And so they hadn't invented the word
Yes. No,
counter
it's
yet.
Arabian Nights.
And so they hadn't invented the word counter yet, and so it refers to them as chips.
Chips. And then Fundrasaur says, each time it is damaged but not destroyed, it gets a +1/+1 counter, or technically a marked +1/+1 if we're going all the way back to the original printing.
Yeah, it gets +1/+1 counters whenever it's dealt damage. But those don't protect it from the damage. So if it's a 2/2 and you deal 2 damage to it, it will die before it gets the counters because it's state-based actions.
Yes,
But with
but
something like
it is,
Cyclone in play,
and it's starting it to.
mhm,
I can just let it scale forever as long as I can put green mana into Cyclone.
mhm,
And because I have Stream of Life, I could theoretically uh, never actually die to my own Cyclone.
yeah, and then the onus would be on me to remove the enchantment or probably the Fungusaur. Um,
If you have a kill spell for Fungusaur, yep.
um, and then Night Soil is a green enchantment from Fallen Empires here that says pay 1 and remove 2 creatures in a graveyard from the game to put a Saproling into play. And
Yep.
Thallid is a single green for a 1/1 that when on your upkeep you put a spore counter on it, and you can remove 3 spore counters from it to make a 1/1 Saproling. You would be right in theory that proliferate decks would benefit a lot from the storage lands, or really quite a few of the cards in this set, but proliferate wasn't a thing yet. Um,
Nope.
there was no way to put counters on things faster than they got them naturally, except to uh Actually, there is no except to. You just
There
couldn't
is
do
no
it.
except. You just could not.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for me to spin the wheel?
Please, please. I'm looking forward to it.
Wheel!
What'd you get?
You are no longer allowed to play Erg Raiders.
You got ban again?
Yes. I didn't get banned last time. I got unbanned and
No,
unbanned
but like
my power spike. This
genuinely
is,
of
yes, the third card banned.
the third card banned across 5 spins of the wheel.
Uh-huh.
How?
And one of them was to unban that power spike.
Yeah, how?
I don't know. I'm very happy though.
It's a 1 in 8 chance. That's not supposed to happen.
No, it is not. And yet here we are. Oh, it's pinned. I really should like
Oh,
use the pins. Oh. Yeah, Earth Raiders. No more.
no more Earth Raiders.
Out.
You're not
Stop it.
gonna you're not gonna cut any of my like combo pieces or any of that. No, you're just taking on my Erg Raiders. Okay.
I am hitting the card. I am hitting the card that curves you best.
No, yeah, I had
If I wanted if I wanted to deal with a combo piece, I would.
finding cards to effectively that will be effective as replacement as Erg Raiders is going to be a thing. It definitely
Yep.
at minimum deeply cuts into uh my the efficacy with which I can just go fast. Okay.
Just
Honestly,
no.
good thing we're
No
going into
more of that.
Fallen Empires then, because the thrall. There's a chance I can use some of these thralls and stuff to fill that gap.
Yes. And we are on 15 packs for this set.
Oh, is this one of the 8 card ones?
This is an 8-card set.
All right then. Well, before we do the general polls, I have my revised polls to do. So give me just a
Indeed.
moment to do that. Um,
Just no.
where are the revised?
I don't want to deal with Earth Raiders anymore. I'm done with it.
You know what? I can't even blame you, and I kind of feel like it's my fault almost because I was sitting there going, "Yeah, Erg Raiders is busted," for like
Just no.
the
Out.
entire time today.
To be clear, if it was not Erg Raiders, it probably would have been Cabal Ghoul or some other such card.
Yeah, that's fair. Cabalgal, just the way it interacts with a handful of other cards, is really good. Well, okay,
Hmm.
I got contract from below, which I can't use. That's unfortunate that took
Yeah,
up one of my
you did get a
rares.
second demonic tutor.
A second tutor is absurd. Uh, Soul Ring. Another jump was one that I would if I didn't have enough raised deads. A proper fireball is
Yeah,
also kind of fun. Um, Nothing too spectacular out of this besides the demonic tutor and the soul ring, but that's pretty spectacular on its own. So I'm
which,
certainly not complaining.
yeah. But also, are you even going to run Soul at this point?
Uh, Not particularly in need of a bunch of different mana sources, but no,
Uh-huh.
probably. That's wildly, you're right. I am probably not running. I'm probably not running those cards. That's insane to think about, but yeah.
you're running the tutor at you're running the tutor because it's just good, but other than that, you don't really care about what happened there. That was not a great role for you.
No. There's a world where Lord of the Pit is an interesting top end.
Not this one.
Well, hold now, cause one of the things it does is it has this funny little line of text that says, uh, "Sacrifice one of your guys."
Uh-huh.
At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice another creature. If you can't, it deals you 7 damage,
Uh-huh.
which does trigger some of my sack effects or my sack
Sure.
matters effects. So the Cabal ghouls, so on and so forth. And it's also a 7/7 flyer trample, which just is appealing.
Sure. Does that actually change, like, does it being here now actually matter all that much for what you've been building and coming into a full new set?
Unlikely,
Uh-huh. My point proven.
but it's worth considering. Is at least is my point. I'm gonna consider it for deck building here.
You're gonna think about it for all of about 5 seconds and then say, no, actually.
Say no and instead do something like a Sengir vampire if I really need a new top end card.
Yep.
Uh, you're right. You got me. I can't even like counter argue here. Uh, all right. 15 sets of this. Another thing I'm aware of for this set.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually a really interesting set story wise.
Yes. Not that, like, the story is being super obvious, but it is interesting for the story.
So, okay, how do we talk about this? Fallen Empires, we talked about the Dark being one of the first sets to try to do storytelling in Magic, right?
Yep.
Fallen Empires follows up on this by telling a story about the folly of kingdoms. It's called Fallen
Yes.
Empires for a reason, because each of the 5 colors represents the a nation slash group of people and the mistakes that led to their downfall.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for example, blue, the blue kingdom in this set is Merfolk. Uh, so we have a lot of Merfolk cards, and because of how early this is, they're in a bunch of different art styles. But the Merfolk uh, ignore and eventually are overtaken by these other things, the Homerids. You'll still occasionally encounter references to these guys in modern Magic, but they are from and based on they are from this set and the storytelling of this set, where tides are moving quickly. A bunch of the Homerids have counters that care about tides and things coming in and going out, versus the Merfolk, who are just kind of existing uh, and not doing anything while high tide comes, tidal flats comes, and it really starts messing with their society. Um,
The white and black kingdoms are sort of pitted against each other for this,
mhm.
but that's reasonable. That's just sort of what those colors do.
Yeah.
Uh, with the two different religions of these kingdoms butting heads in a holy war that
Yeah.
eventually destroys both of them.
The Order of Lightburr versus the Order of the Ebon Hand.
Yes.
And in addition, you'll see that there's a ton of thralls in this set. The Order of the Ebon Hand worships a guy named Turak. That's why there's him to Turak in this set.
And
That's
Turks chant, but who cares about that one?
Turak's chant isn't nearly so important as or Turak's gate. Neither of those are nearly as important as the hymn.
No.
Um, and they were making a bunch of thrall slaves. Um, which eventually backfired on them because, yeah, duh.
And then the red storyline is a internal version of the white and black ones in that it is a war between dwarves and goblins.
Oh, and orcs. Orcs
And also
almost
orcs.
more so than
But
goblins.
yeah,
There's a
but
real,
the goblins are where we get the famous cards, not the orcs.
yeah,
Like people know Goblin Bomb or Goblin
goblin
Grenade here.
grenade.
No one really knows Orcish Spy unless they're like me and really like Lantern Control.
That's fair. Oh, I'm so sorry. Guess how many copies of Hymn to Turak I pulled?
4.
6.
6. I have 3, but I have
That's
like 8
unsurprising.
Acathian Infiltree, so
I also have like 5 Icathian infantry. Ication? I think it's Ication.
I can't read it from here.
Oh, and the elves are doing elf things.
The elves are doing elf things, which is no one cares about the elves.
Unsurprising
The
in
elves are
Frickbears.
fighting Thalids,
Yeah.
as if that matters.
I think it's almost in a uh mirroring of the black stuff. I think they created the Thalids and are now suffering from having done so and not paid attention to them.
Yes. Which is amusingly the story for a lot of these people
Yup.
is I made a thing, whoops, it is evil.
There is, if anybody had pulled it, there is a real world where goblins are a deck that has to be dealt with now.
Really unlikely.
Well, if it, like, cause like goblin grenades, goblin chirurgans, um,
Sure, but those are the two good ones?
well, those are two good ones from this set. But building on various goblin cards from previous sets, you could have something. If you are able to build on goblins from previous sets, there could be something real spicy in there. I don't think I have. I might not have the cards to build it, but very well, I very well may look at it.
Like, I definitely have them, but bless, I don't think it's playable.
Hmm. That's understandable. They're actually genuine. Might be a really. There's like 8 1 mana goblins.
Yes,
That's a real thing to consider.
it is. The problem is among this is digging team and
Sure,
uh and artisans.
sure, but 1/1s for one is still standard in this set. In this, and you
Sure.
have things like Balloon Brigade, Clarg.
No, some of us have Balloon Brigade.
I'm just speaking of cards that exist in the pool, lady.
Like, oh, we have Goblin Kites.
Uh huh. Huh. All right. Well, I'm very uh interested to see where we go from here.
Uh-huh.
Um, we also, among other things, have our most powerful fog yet in Spore Cloud.
Yes.
Um,
Honestly, I'm probably headed back into either Civic or Rule this coming set.
Honestly, that rocks. There's some real good cards there.
There is. I just don't know if I will have all of the pieces to put it together and actually be able to live through whatever you're doing.
Well, cutting me off my air graders does put me in genuinely quite a spot. I kind of have to
It
rethink.
does.
I kind of have to
And
rethink my deck.
yeah, and at this point I think it is time that I just fully abandon Arabian Nights.
Fair.
I think we're going city in a bottle time.
Wait, are you really considering playing City in a Bottle?
Yes.
Am I even playing Arabian Nights cards outside of air graders?
You also have Cabal Ghoul, and you used to be on Oubliettes, but I have not seen them in a while.
Yeah, because honestly, they just weren't keeping up as removal pieces.
They they sure do, though.
They can in a more limited pool. But you have been on less and less creature focused decks, and so I have been cutting back on my removal suites. Um,
Mm-hmm.
one of the reasons going to the lightning package was appealing was because it was lightning package that it was removal that could alternatively go to face if necessary. Outside of the four lightnings, I am on a singular terror for the main deck this time.
And Terror isn't hitting anything.
Terror would not. Terror could have taken out a drowned in theory, but like it was a singular terror, and I certainly wasn't going to DT for that and against a
No.
drowned.
You're not looking for Terror
No.
most of the time.
Yeah, I was on the four lightnings, terror, uh, and inside I had two paralyze and three ashes to ashes. In case for whatever
Oh,
reason you suddenly pivoted into being a super uh creature heavy list.
is this a thing I do?
Could be.
Am I really tempted by Gruul Poison?
What the heck is Gruul poison?
Well, it turns out I have a bunch of the cards that give you poison. Specifically, I currently have 4 Marsh Viper,
Oh no.
and I do also happen to have a full playset of a Dwarven Guide.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
So
Honestly,
that is so that is full playset of unblockable Marsh Vipers.
if nothing else, that is possibly the funniest deck you could go for.
It really is. It is also going back to what I was doing for Arabian Nights, and that is just good enough.
Sure.
I'll run it and see.
At least build it and see how it looks. Do a few test hands, make sure that you can draw lands and spells
I
consistently.
I took
uh
12 test hands on that deck and was fine.
that's kind of incredible, really.
It just goes to show you how aggressively bad my luck gets the moment I come on camera.
Well, we'll see if that holds. Again, the first couple of games, you were dominating me. It's been within the last 3 that I've managed to turn it around with this mono black build.
Yes.
But uh,
I am very much so headed out.
all right, you have a good night.
Good night to you.
Uh, tell you what, chat. Uh, with that ending, do you guys want to uh, go for uh, a... Here, I'll go ahead and transfer this over here for now. Do you want to just watch me do some of my deck building for this set? Or do you want me to go ahead and take the opportunity to take more runs at that Five Nights at Frickbears Night 5? Let me know your opinion, and I will gladly move forward with whichever one we're finding more interesting. Do we want to either do deck building on stream, or do we want to do Frickbears Night 5 on stream? We have about half an hour left. So we could get a good number of attempts on Frickbears, or we can probably get through the majority of the deck building. But not both. Thoughts? Opinions? If nobody has any preferences, then what I will go ahead and go into deck building, and we will just kind of relax on that for the rest of the evening. True. Let's do that then. All right. I forget how loud the intro to this game is every single time. Plus, even if this doesn't work, we'll be better positioned to do it next time because we'll have had more practice. All right. If you recall, we had changed our strategy. We were no longer necessarily trying to go for laser doors and then a big win on the Minesweeper. We were just doing a little bit of chicken game to push us a little bit over the edge. Yeah, I hear you. There you go. Let me know if that's still too loud. So we're just going to do a little bit of that, and then we're going to do whatever we need to for a bit, get into rhythm for a bit, kill Withered Freddy so that it's one fewer thing to worry about over the course of the night, and proceed from there. Hey, it's Sun. We're doing good, we're doing happy. Why did I die? Oh, I had to hold it the door a little longer. She must have. I don't even know why I died to her there, honestly. I would guess that I just didn't hear her noise. Oh, we're still keeping track? Okay, fair enough. Doop. Okay. Freddy's on the right. No, I blocked him. I heard him. Ah. You heard me block him, right? He made the block noise? We're doing great. We're having a good time.
Sheesh, you go down easy.
We need to check what's going on with her. We need to figure out what's going on with her. Approaches from the right, close the door when she's near. Okay, it doesn't give me any further information on that. So it could be that they're doing things, but I have no evidence of that. Hmm. At least Withered Freddy is fairly predictable. He goes over, he causes problems, he goes away. Ah. Come on now. I'm amazed I got that Withered Freddy that time. Okay. I really need a moment. Buy death coins on. Ah! Why did he kill me?
Oh, I just love a good old floundering.
Why did he kill me? He just popped up. Oh, second Foxy. I didn't hear him. Okay, I was busy with the Foxy in front of me. I need to take out Withered Freddy so much earlier. Actually, you know, it might be the way to go. Might be not kill Withered Freddy. Wildly, I think the way to go might be to kill Springtrap. That was such a power burn. Because Springtrap is hard to pay attention to. Well, he demands I go and find him. Oh heck, I need to... That's not good. It's too early for that. Gotta wait for the Withered Freddy cycle to finish. While he's on cycle. There is. I can't kill him? There we go. Ah!
You've made a very poor career choice.
It's mostly just that while I can keep track of a couple of places to handle everything else, he demands I go find him and do his little thing. Wait. Yep, we knew that was going to happen. Ah, that's the baby.
Hello? Bye-bye.
Okay, let's go and death coin him. Not having to go spend a bunch of time finding him is also a big advantage this time.
Hi.
Oh, hi, bud. Oh, thank goodness for having power back. Baby, baby, baby.
Hello? Bye-bye. Hello there. Bye-bye.
Gotta take a second and do that. defense. Yup. As I said, now that we're here, we can start to find a good rhythm. Ugh. It's just gotta have to be fine. True. How much is the Mimic? 45? I have enough points for it. No!
Lights out.
Okay. Honestly, second Death Coin Circus, baby. I am struggling on power anyway, she keeps draining it. I don't know what you were doing differently to me that had you conserving power so much better, but I am having such a power problem even without her in play. Ugh. Get rid of
Hater,
baby.
hater.
I don't want her. Fine.
Hello there.
Hey, bud.
Bye-bye. Hello.
Hey, Nightmare. How are you doing, buddy? I could maybe afford to be cutting that rush noise a little bit closer, but I don't feel like risking it. Ugh. Nah. I had just hit the
You
button.
ain't fat, you ain't nothing.
So you were playing on a different patch. Interesting. I heard her noise, and I clicked the button, but it was too late. That's unfortunate.
Skater hater.
Okay. Night is progressing smoothly. Maybe not the best, but smoothly at least.
Hello? Bye-bye.
How long have I had that door shut? Jeez.
Hello?
No, I've lost. Balloon Boy got in, and I've now lost. I thought I had it up long enough, but I can't stop Foxy here. Ah.
My grave awaits you, my friend.
What is the first number keeping track of? I assume 32 is total deaths. Is that just deaths tonight? "32 is the number of deaths to Withered Freddy alone? That's absurd." Honestly, I may need to let Shadow Bonnie form a little bit more. I know I can theoretically get coins for stopping him, but that's so bad. Yeah, I know. Again, I gotta fudge.
Hello there.
That's why we gotta get rid of him so early. Do not have time to deal with that.
Just a skater hater.
Yeah. I'm comfortable with being a skater hater if it means I don't have to deal with you, dude.
Bye-bye.
Fudge. Hi, dude. Ah. The way to mimic the death is via the mimic orb, which costs another. Great. I hit the button.
I guess you just couldn't survive 5
That's true.
nights at Frickbears.
I would have 4 more dudes to keep track of. That would be very difficult. Can't believe I'm 2 off still. Oh, this'll do it.
Just a speeder hater.
Hi.
Perfect. Okay. Honestly, managing Springtrap has not been so bad. So far. That was too much. I'm spending too much on that. Might be worth it to buy off an hour or 2. Probably worth it to buy off an hour or 2, actually. We're doing great. We're doing fine.
Hello? Bye-bye.
Temperature. That's the first time I've died to temperature. Ah! I was just thinking about it and getting ready to hit the button, too. Okay. Set our vent lure. Boot up our game. Let that build a little bit more before dealing with it. Nope, that was too fast, Bill.
Just a skater hater.
Hello? Bye-bye.
Hey, dude. Okay. Because of where we are now, we effectively only have to survive till 5.
Hello?
Wrong door. Must have been the wrong door. That blackout is the scariest part of the run at this point. Because we're good enough at the rest of it that it's fine. For the most part. No, not even. It's just that the amount of things become much more difficult to manage. Just because you don't realize how much auditory information you're relying on until, like, that very point. You really just have no idea how much auditory information you're relying on until well past that point.
Just a skater hater.
Thank goodness that came out that fast. I would not have wanted to deal with that later.
Hello?
Can't lose track of Springtrap. Gotta shove it back. There we go. That's the amount of realness we want to see when we're trying to dispel him. One of the things I appreciate about this game is that at no point is it trying to trick you. Yo, that was the that was the Tangle and also Foxy at the same time. Springtrap. I think I heard Freddy go away. I'm assuming that I did in fact hear Freddy go away. No, we cannot lose to that now. Yeah! Oh my dear! 25 deaths on that night. Oh my dear. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful little thing, you. You really got them, all of them. Oh, I'm so happy. I can kiss you. Please don't. Anyway, I held up my end. Now about that reward. Reward? Oh, right. Yeah, totally forgot. Yes, I've got all the pieces I need now. I should be able to get it together for you in no time. If you can give me a day. Is it not just cash? Damn, I knew going through with this was a bad idea. Cash? Don't make me laugh. It's something way better than that. Once you get it, you'll feel like your whole life has been leading up to it. It's priceless. I'd even go so far as to say it's to die for. I'm not gonna show up tomorrow if you word it like that. Oh, come on, Nick. Calm down. It's only a joke. Really, though, come back here tomorrow at 12 a.m. You will not want to miss what I have for you. So the white rabbit disappeared into the darkness for what may be the final time. The restaurant isn't even open tomorrow. But I guess I didn't get this far just to give up at the last minute. Let's see how this goes. Alright, we're not doing night 6 just yet. Nope. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's been a wonderful evening having you. You can join us again on Sunday and Monday. Monday we'll be doing the conclusion to Frickbears along with our surprise. And Sunday we're going to be continuing in Stars in Time. Please look forward to Yu-Gi-Oh! Next weekend at this time, 10 p.m. to 12 on Wednesday. If you would like to hear more of the latest updates, please be welcome to join us at Discord on either the pinned comment or in our description. And if you'd like to see when we go live, of course, we would love if you would drop us a follow. Thank you all so much for your time. I hope to hear from you guys soon. Good night.